Upon this world, 3 kings convene and hold court, as they deliberate matters that have come to infect their kingdoms. All while they deal with the intrigue at court, the taxing roles they play, and the general tomfoolery that occurs.
Welcome to my kingdom, one and all.
Yeah. About that, does it really have to have so much... Well, I mean, I found a man's flesh hanging from one of the sconces in the hallway. Is that, that's not normal, is it?
Oh, that's normal. That's, one of Thomas's decorations.
It was a lovely choice. He had such succulent skin.
Never, ever talk like that again.
So what do you think, Sass? Do you enjoy my kingdom?
So here's the thing, right? Well, I think red is a beautiful color. Painting everything with blood is a questionable design choice in my book.
It was part of the blood ritual, you inept sloth.
It's been this long and you haven't cleaned that shit up yet?
This isn't needing cleaning. This is what we call fine decoration over here.
Yeah, fine decoration, and if I just kinda rubbed my testicles all over my castle, that too would be just like the finest grade polish there was.
I mean, hell, this makes Beard Castle look pretty.
Well, if you guys don't want to have poker night here again, fine by me.
I'm fine with having it here, I just would rather have it be kept a little bit more sanitary, please.
Don't worry about it. The blood ritual's cleaning up is already happening. It should be done by poker night. Don't worry about it.
It better be, or I swear to God, start rubbing my testicles all over your castle. Give some grade A king polish.
And this is why I'm having myself tested when I get back. Oh my goodness.
No, the area we're having our meeting in is clean.
Wait. You don't regularly get yourself tested.
For what?
I don't know, I assume for something. You laze around plenty in, the rumors that come out of your kingdom about what you do in your spare time, not healthy.
I mean, I'll tell you, most of them aren't rumors.
I mean, honestly, I never really expected them to be actual fakes.
Excuse you, are you spreading around baseless accusations about my pastimes?
I don't know, I think getting drunk and whoring a lot tends to kind of just speak for itself.
I mean, I think the name Jessica should ring a bell.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, that was some fun times. You know what the best part is? The best part is, that was one of my undead.
Yes, she was quite pretty for a rotting bag of meat.
I feel so sorry for Jessica.
She wasn't even a lich.
She was once the beloved to Henry the Baker. May you rest his bones, my lord.
Why would I rest his bones? He needs to continue to bake.
Because he exploded last month. There was a fluctuation in necromantic power. And, well,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what it does.
I remember that.
It took us 2 days to clean him off the ceiling.
Fun times.
Really? You clean
then.
people off the ceiling, and yet this is still what your kingdom looks like?
Hey,
That is because this is the blood ritual.
you have some goddamn respect for the dead.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I'll respect the dead, I don't have to respect the undead.
Can I cut him, master?
No. Why don't you go and take care of some of the minor business with the slaves? They're seeming to have issues.
I will bring the cat of 9 tails.
Have fun. Now then, Maple, I heard some rumors going around your kingdom that you're having issues with some skirmishes.
Oh yeah, just a small lake of gore and blood outside the border and all that. A little bit too much, well, let's just say my heavy infantry has been really earning their pay.
Huh.
as has my artillery corps.
Oh, that's fair. If you would like some help.
I mean, if you want to take the bones off my hands,
Oh,
I'm
I
more than
could.
happy to have you.
Would you mind if I sent one of my liches there?
Wait, is it? It's not your uncle, right?
No, my
Or the,
uncle is...
the one with the hats?
My uncle is busy with other matters. Speaking of which, I went to investigate those planes that he talked about. So far, nothing's turned up.
Huh.
Thomas did say he thought it was gibberish.
Oh, I do too, but you never know what could turn out from gibberish.
And that old man's been resurrected so long that he's kind of gone senile, much like you, Lichy.
How old is he?
Do you mean how old was he when he died, or how old was he after he was resurrected?
Both?
Well, if we're going by age off of him when he died, he was about 150 when he died.
What the fuck?
I resurrected him, and he's been around for roughly 400 years.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm not putting much faith in what this senile old coot has to say.
Does he still have a brain?
Yes, it does, actually.
Impressive.
But that aside, yes, I can send one of my liches over there. It won't be him.
Alrighty, just not him or the one with the hat thing. You know, where he like every lieutenant that he has a hat. I hate that guy.
Wow, you have a lot of prejudice against my liches.
No, just those two specifically. Namely because one, your uncle is your uncle, and the other one is just he's just really, really creepy and really, really annoying. Like, my god!
He also has bad taste in hats.
I mean,
who thought sequined fedoras was a good idea?
They do have their own ideas of what look good and what doesn't, to be fair. Now then, yes, I can send one. I'll send you... What was his name again? Franklin?
No, Franklin was cool. He was the one with the gold tooth, right?
He's the one with the gold tooth and the gigantic arms.
There's a joke in here, but I know better, and I will leave it alone.
Well, he's a lot more brutish than my others, so I would be careful, to be honest. He likes to punch things.
Oh, hey, me and him will probably get along great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, speaking of punching things, with these skirmishes going on, are we still going to be able to have the blood games?
To be honest, starting to doubt that now, since most of my good warriors are kinda on the front lines. And we also have those issues with the coalition next to our borders, and how we're technically at war with them, and I made the distant storm
you are.
to combat that. Well,
You are? That doesn't affect me.
I mean, technically it does. We are in an alliance, and, you know, if I'm allied with you...
I mean, technically, I'm not at war just yet.
Wait, hold on. Lich, don't you give me that. You are always happy to go to war. You want to kill things.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying technically I'm not at war yet.
You just slaughtered an entire nation of nymphs.
Yes, I did. Your point.
I suppose that wasn't a war so much as a massacre, though.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm asking. What's your point?
But you are aware that that shit's gonna go down.
Oh, I do.
That this is gonna happen, and like you.
Why do you think I'm sending a Lich to the front line so I can get some new bodies?
I mean, fair enough, but with what my heavy infantry are doing, you might want to repurpose those bones for, I don't know, whatever you do for like non-reanimatable remains.
I mean, what I could do is forcibly meld them together and make a giant undead. I haven't done that in a while.
That's the thing.
I mean, to be fair, at the very least, the Northern Federation hasn't come knocking on your opposite borders, Mapley.
That is true.
The fuck does that mean?
The Northern Federation? I've been getting information on them, through the Dragonlings.
Yeah, I'm fucking aware, but what the fuck do you mean by knocking on my other borders? Are you insinuating something?
I'm insinuating that they have a navy, and unless you get a shit ton more of your cannon ships, they're going to be knocking on your shores.
Oh shit.
Oh, we've been working on that, actually. After your dwarves gave my undead the blueprints, we've been working very hard on making some new ones.
And I'll be able to give you a warning because I've got the northern nymphs on my side, but you just finish up your stuff in the south.
Aren't they pissed?
The northern nymphs are fine for me. They like me. I got the Lich to stop preying on them.
For now.
Besides, I pay them. I pay them well.
What do nymphs even use for payment? Like seashells or something?
No, I give them gold for their services.
What the fuck do they do with gold?
What everything does.
They buy shiny shit with it. What else?
What the... I just... Fuck, let's just move on. I am too hungover for this.
Also, back to the point of my, giant. You seem to forget my other favorite man that I keep locked in a tower because you guys are afraid of him.
Afraid is a strong word. Desperately not wanting him to see him butcher our troops is another.
What, you don't like Desmit?
I personally don't like him. I just don't get along with him. He's very difficult to converse with intelligently.
Well, that and he's a giant, and he kind of has a hard time fitting in your tiny little elvish rooms.
He also tends to, like, brutally murder anyone that says hi to him.
He's never murdered any of my people.
Salvatore was looking forward to having a go at him in the blood games, though.
Well, Desmit is banned from participating, remember?
Yeah, he did kind of break the arena last time. We only just recently repaired that damage, by the way. It is a huge hole in the arena. Like, it was big. Like, that was an entire horse.
Really? After all of this, you're gonna ban him just because he broke a little bit of your architecture?
I mean, he almost banned Thomas, and Thomas followed all the rules.
That is a very, 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 very strong interpretation of following the rules.
And what part did he not follow?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, like, we did say anyone could participate, anyone could bring any weapons, but, yeah, you forgot to mention where Thomas was a fucking super soldier.
I mean, he is a lich, and I did tell you he was a
Thomas
lich.
is a lich?
Oh, yes!
You didn't know that?
Where have you been?
I thought it was just your manservant.
We've mentioned this every single meeting. It comes
He's
up.
my right hand.
Yeah, he's your
Like,
right hand. I didn't
seriously.
think he was, like, actually important.
He's my most powerful lich.
We're constantly talking about how he's a greater lich.
Yeah, he's so much more
I need
powerful
to-
than all my other liches that if I sent him to the front line, there wouldn't be a front line. It would just be Thomas.
I need to stop drinking so much. Jesus Christ, I'm turning into you, Sass.
I know, right?
I mean, my God, you forgot Thomas. The one who bit you.
Drinks? Where are the drinks?
Oh, man.
Don't bother, their drinks here are pathetic.
I don't care, I'm getting smashed and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Oh, there's one thing I could do to stop you.
If you're bringing back Thomas, I'm going to punch him.
Why would I bring him back when someone scarier is very much so around the corner?
I have my axe. I will cut a bitch.
Would you cut Desmit?
Yes.
Hmm.
I have faced bigger.
Best of luck with that.
You forget who you're talking to, sir.
You forget who I am.
You forget how butternuts crazy I can be in combat.
And you forget...
Do you not remember, 2 years ago, I participated in the blood games.
Yes.
I took the head of my last opponent and used it to frickin' beat another man to death.
Oh,
Then I took
remember.
his arms and his head, and then I used them to cram them down the throat of one of your undead.
If I recall correctly, an elderly elfin lady also laid you out on your ass, so...
That was like my final fight, though. I had been fighting all goddamn day.
I mean, it is the blood game. Stamina is kind of a part of it.
She was 2,000!
I don't have context for this. You guys basically live for like ever.
I mean, that is very old.
That's really fucking old in elf
That is
years.
ridiculously old.
Our typical lifespan is like 1,500 years.
How is she still alive, actually?
She's not, unfortunately, but...
Oh, yes, I remember. I got her in my troops now.
Didn't she, like, die of a heart attack after that?
Essentially the magical equivalent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after, like, she knocked me on my ass, she died of a heart attack pretty much, like, 5 minutes later. Why was she even in there?
It wasn't a heart attack. It was a magical aneurysm.
I love how he's trying to cover his own ass with this. It's hilarious.
He's trying to make himself seem less pathetic, but instead he's
Making it more pathetic.
he's emphasizing how on death's doorstep this poor old lady was.
And she still beat him. Oh, this is so wonderful.
Well, excuse me, I don't see it. Never seen either of you in the blood games before.
You didn't see me because I was already participating.
Bullshit!
You don't seem to remember that I was fighting the entire time, correct? I had 5 that I was controlling directly.
I don't think that counts.
How does that not count?
You're dead.
And that's not exhausting?
No! That's like saying I was having a puppet show the entire day. You just make funny voices. I had been fighting since fucking dawn. That fight happened after fucking dinner.
I was exhausted as well. I was getting very exhausting watching my champions slice through some of Lich's undead, while I myself lounged in a chair and ate some sweets.
Can I stab him?
Let's save the stabbing for later, please.
I'm really tempted. I have my axe. I brought it with me.
Oh, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying save it for later. There's a special spot that is a perfect stabbing place right outside the doors.
Wait, that's not part of your blood ritual shit, is that?
No, not at all. You know that old cherry blossom that used to bloom over there?
No.
Well, let's just say my garden had a cherry blossom. We corrupted it with dark magics, and it turned into a blood cherry blossom. So now its petals, instead of being that hideous pink and lively color, is now a wondrous blood red color when it blooms.
I'm not going to lie. That is the best piece of decorating that you have in your kingdom.
Oh shit! That reminded me. Guys, that reminds me. So speaking of blood and all those blood-related talk, I found their tome. The Federation's religious tome on how to deal with foreign powers.
Oh, can I see that? I need more tomes in my
Well,
collection.
it's not that kind of tome. It's not like magical. It just...
I don't care what type of tome it is, hand it over.
Bitch, hang on!
I think we should all take a second and read this, but first, can we, take a quick break? I need a drink. All of this death in the air is really getting to me.
Fine. But I would like to have that before I go.
Hey, you will get it when I'm done with it.
Damn.
Guys, we'll all discuss it in a second. First, I just need to get some of these entrails off me.
Oh yeah, there's stuff on the ceiling too. Whoa, the hell shit, that was a spleen.
Anyway, I will see you after this brief little respite. Mm.